Today, we're diving into a skill that can seriously sharpen your thinking and just make you feel more on top of your game. We're going to build a super clear, totally actionable plan to expand one of the most powerful tools you have, your vocabulary.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You're in a meeting, or maybe just writing an email, and that perfect word is right there on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't grab it. It's so frustrating. But what if you could change that, starting right now?
Okay, so first things first, why even bother with this? Well, building your vocabulary isn't just about sounding smart. It actually has real, tangible benefits that can make a huge difference in your life in ways you might not expect.
And check this out. These benefits all feed into each other. It's like a powerful cycle. When you have the right words, your communication just gets sharper, more precise. That clarity, it naturally helps you do better on exams and makes your writing way more persuasive. And the end result of all that? A serious, well-earned boost in confidence.
So what's the secret sauce? I mean, there are a ton of techniques out there, but all the research points to one single method that stands head and shoulders above the rest. Honestly, it's the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about.
That's it. So simple, right? But it is unbelievably powerful. Reading regularly, I don't care if it's books, articles, even blogs, exposes you to new words in their natural habitat. You see how they're actually used in a sentence, which makes them infinitely easier to learn and remember than just staring at a list.
And here's the game plan for when you're reading. It's a simple three-step process. First, see a new word, highlight it or jot it down. Don't just skip over it. Second, take a guess at what it means just from the context. You know, like in the sentence, the weather was gloomy, you can pretty much figure out gloomy means something like dark or sad. And finally, grab a dictionary and check if you're right. This little active process is what really locks that word in your memory.
So reading is your solid foundation, but if you really want to speed things up, you'll want to add a few key tools to your kit. Let's go ahead and build that vocabulary toolbox. These two are going to be your new best friends on this journey. A dictionary tells you exactly what a word is, its precise meaning, how to say it, all that good stuff. A thesaurus, though, shows you a word's family, all its synonyms and antonyms, and using them together is a total power move. You can look up happy in the thesaurus to find joyful, then pop over to the dictionary to understand the specific vibe of joyful. Now, the real key to this whole thing is consistency over intensity. Seriously, instead of trying to cram 100 words in one sitting, just aim for a small, manageable number every day, something like 5 to 10. This little table shows you exactly what that looks like. You get the word, a simple meaning, and an example sentence to lock it into context. It's a tiny daily habit that leads to a massive payoff.
And just how massive are we talking? Well, think about this. If you learn just 10 new words every single day, by the end of 1 year, you will have added, wait for it, 3,650 new words to your vocabulary. I mean, wow. That's not just a little improvement, that's a total transformation.
And hey, you can add even more tools to your kit to keep things fresh and fun. Keeping a dedicated notebook is great for revision. Playing word games like Scrabble makes learning feel like, well, a game. Watching movies or listening to podcasts helps you hear how words are used naturally. Oh, and learning common roots, like how re usually means again, is like having a secret decoder for unfamiliar words.
Okay, so you're finding all these new words, you're learning what they mean. Great. But how do you make sure they don't just, go in one ear and out the other? How do you actually make them stick?
This right here is the absolute key. You have to use the words. It's all about moving them from your passive vocabulary, that's words you recognize when you see them, to your active vocabulary, the words you actually use yourself. I mean, look at this perfect example. Instead of falling back on a simple phrase like very good, you consciously push yourself to use a more precise word you just learned, like excellent or outstanding. And writing is the perfect training ground for this.
So our brains are kind of designed to forget stuff if we don't revisit it. That's where a revision schedule comes in. This method, it's often called spaced repetition, is brilliant for moving words into your long-term memory. You just do a quick review on the same day, then you check in again after 3 days, then a week, and then a month. It basically tells your brain, hey, this information is important. You should probably keep it. All right, the theory is great, but let's put this all together into a concrete plan. The source material lays out this fantastic 30-day challenge that anyone, and I mean anyone, can follow to see some major results fast. Week 1 is all about building the habit. Keep it simple, keep it achievable. Just 5 new words a day. For each one, look up what it means and just write one sentence using it. That's it. The goal here is not volume. It's all about consistency.
Now in week 2, we start to level up a little bit. You're going to bump it up to 7 words a day, but now your task is to find 2 synonyms for each new word. This is so important because it really deepens your understanding and shows you all the subtle shades of meaning between words that are similar. Week 3 is where your vocabulary really starts to grow into a network. We're going to shift from learning words all by themselves to using them together. Your goal is to start writing short paragraphs that weave in a few of your new words. This is where you really start to master context and flow. The final week is all about mastery. This is where you take your new words off the page and bring them into the real world. The challenge is to consciously try and use 5 of your new words in your daily conversations. Yeah, it might feel a little clunky at first, but this is the final, most important step to making these words truly your own.
So what do you get for 30 days of focused effort? The results are actually pretty amazing. You can expect to learn somewhere between 200 and 300 new words, for sure. But more than that, you're going to feel a huge overall improvement. Your reading will get sharper, your writing will be clearer, and you'll find yourself speaking with a whole lot more confidence.
So if we boil all this down, all the tools, the plans, the different techniques, what's the absolute essence of this whole thing? What does the core cycle really look like?
It looks just like this, a simple, powerful 4-step cycle. You read to discover new words, you write with them to really understand how to use them, you speak them to make them an active part of your vocabulary, and you revise to make them permanent. And this isn't a one-time thing, it's a continuous loop that will guarantee your vocabulary gets stronger every single day.
And that really brings us to the end of this guide. You have all the knowledge right here. The only thing left to do is start. Remember, this entire journey just starts with a single word. So the real question is, what new word will you find, learn, and master today?